Hello everybody, Beard Reads Books here, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing this book, Werewolves and Dogmen in the UK by Lee Brickley. This was a bit of an impulse purchase I made the other day on Amazon whilst buying a few other little bits and pieces. I admit it was partly the sort of front cover artwork that caught my eye, and I thought I'll give it a try. And it's basically a book where Lee Brickley talks about various instances of sort of werewolf and dogman sightings in different parts of the UK. So each chapter is on a different area. I mean, there's chapters on like about sightings in the Brecon Beacons, sightings in Sherwood Forest, that kind of thing. And I'll be honest with you, I was very underwhelmed by it. Very underwhelmed. It's very light on detail. Very, very, very light on detail. Because each chapter, it's basically a case of somebody was in this area. For example, there's a chapter on the Pennine Way, and it'd be a case of this person was going along the Pennine Way, and they like spotted a werewolf, and then sort of other people started reporting it as well, and I'd be left thinking, well, whereabouts exactly on the Pennine Way did the sighting happen, and what year was it? Because I mean, like Sherwood Forest, it was like, oh, somebody spotted a werewolf in Sherwood Forest, and it sort of recounts this event of somebody spotting a werewolf in Sherwood Forest, and it's like, what part of Sherwood Forest and what year was it? It's like I said, it's very light on detail, and I mean each chapter is only about sort of 5 or 6 pages long, and it's sort of, don't know why you can see, quite large font, and I was sort of thinking, well, if it was like a normal sort of font size, a more traditional font size rather than the large font size it is, this would be little more than a pamphlet. And I can't help but feel that what Lee Brickley's done is he's just he's like collected together a few stories that he's heard and been told, and just sort of quickly chucked these stories together and sort of padded it out a bit in order to quickly make a book that he can self-publish. I almost feel as though not much effort has been put into it. Now, I'm possibly being a bit too critical in that comment, but I just feel that this book would have been a lot better if there'd been a lot more substance to it, for want of a better way of putting it. I mean, for example, there's one chapter, if I can get to the right page, if you bear with me, guys. I mean, where they're on the one chapter about events in the Shetland Islands, on page 101, I'm just going to read it out. Yeah, there's one paragraph. In an old leather-bound book, Dougal found a story from the 1800s about a creature called the Wolver. And I mean, I personally think it would be a lot nicer, a lot better if Lee Brickley had sort of given the title of this old leather-bound book. You know, sort of just that little bit more information would have been nice. because I'm the type of person I'd like to, when an author references a book, I'd like to know the title of the book so I can go looking for that book myself, kind of thing. I can look it up online. And yes, it's very, very, very light on detail. Pretty much every chapter, it's just, it talks about these areas like the sort of the Bracken, like werewolves being spotted in the Bracken Beacons. It's like exactly what part of the Bracken Beacons, sort of what year did the sightings happen? It's that was frustrating me so much personally, because I like to have those kind of details in a book. And yeah, the amount of information that's actually in this book, it's, to my mind, it's little more than a pamphlet. I just feel that he could have probably given it a bit more oomph, a bit more depth. Yeah, it didn't quite grip me. Yeah, and I would say that this is possibly the kind of book that's probably be more enjoyed by younger people. I think this is possibly a good book for, say, young teenagers, sort of like whet their appetite for stories about werewolves and dogmen. I think I somehow feel that maybe probably not best for a more mature audience, for people who want something with substance to it. But yeah, I think this is probably a better book for, probably be better enjoyed by younger people who want a bit of light reading just as a introduction to the subject. So Lee Brickley, I've seen he's written quite a lot of other books, so I'm going to give one or two of his other books a try. So even though this particular book left me feeling decidedly underwhelmed and uninspired, I am tempted to buy at least one more of Lee Brickley's books. There's one particular one, I can't offhand remember the title of it, but there is one of his that's caught my attention. I'm gonna buy that one and give that one a try. So I'm not writing him off completely as an author, not, at least not yet anyway. So yes, this book, if you're looking for something that's very light reading, this is a good book. But if you're looking for something that's got a bit of oomph to it, a bit of depth, a bit of substance, this is going to be a waste of your money. So yes. So me personally, I'm going to give this book a little bit of a thumbs down, but I'm sure there's people out there, I feel sure there's people out there that would probably read this and give it a big thumbs up. Because that's the beauty of books. It's very subjective. One person's piece of trash could be what another person's diamond. So, yes. Well, anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I've got to say for this book. I think that, for me personally, I think the front cover artwork is probably the most enjoyable bit of the book for me. So yeah. If any of you have read this book, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. If you enjoyed it, let me know why you enjoyed it. Because I'm definitely happy to hear if you've enjoyed it and why you enjoyed it and that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to bring this review to an end. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. And in the meantime, stay safe. Happy reading.